yeah, so that one was in collaboration with this organization called Ambor, and they're also like at the intersection of science, technology, art, and well-being. And I was curious, again, COVID times, but I was curious, is it possible to, also as a speculation, activate or stimulate oxytocin in a solitary setting? Because oxytocin, you know what it is, right? It gets released in a specific moment of your life, but they say it also gets released if you're having sex or if you're hugging someone. But in terms of COVID, that of course probably doesn't happen a lot or less. So we asked the participants who joined on a Zoom call at the beginning of the Zoom to fill in this landscape of words, so fill in with words telling how they were feeling, just one keyword. So sleepy, happy, sad, whatever. And it was quite what we collected was quite tuned down. So it was the end of the day, it was a Zoom call, so sleepy, bored, calm. That was the main. You can find it also on my website. I think I put a screenshot of it. And then we presented 5, I think I remember correctly, different exercises. Also, there is the recording on YouTube somewhere. I put the link on the website. 5 very simple exercises guided by a voice, narrating voice. So one exercise, for example, was take an egg and roll it on your face with closed eyes. So we ask people to breathe in a certain way, or to massage themselves in a certain way, or to touch their face in a certain way. And it was guided through this deep voice telling you 1, 2, 3, breathe, do this, do that. So that was the workshop itself, and it was again connected with food. So we had really simple ingredient that everybody has at home. We had bread, oil, 1 egg, very simple things. And then at the end, we asked to fill in again this with 1 word, how would you feel? And then it was really different. It was then people were feeling either activated, as some people said, aroused, excited, happy, awake. So it was really a big difference compared with the beginning. And then we asked people if they wanted to share any thought or memories that came in throughout the span of these exercises. And we collected a lot of them, mainly in the chat, because people were maybe a little bit shy, but the weirdest or strongest one that came out, that, I mean, we didn't validate any of it. It is not possible to validate them, but one person said, it reminded me, and I felt like I was coming out of the wound of my mom. So it was really strong, but a lot of them connected it with very with home feelings or very specific environments. Someone talked about forest, about their mother, about so either close familiar faces and bodies, or close familiar environments or settings. So there was the main red thread in the end. So memories connected with those elements. Yeah. So you can find almost all of it online, because on my website there is screenshots and also the video. We didn't extract the chat. We forgot about it, unfortunately. But yeah, some reactions were really strong, and then overall we could notice. So this, maybe it's a way to measure, for instance, what sensorial input can change or can alter in a span of an hour, for instance.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
And what was the other workshop that you did?
The other workshop was a 1-month teaching course that I did this year with a group of people that had different type of ages, so starting from 12 up to 60, and also different backgrounds. So some people, of course, were coming from high school, and some people were like a doctor, a teacher, an artist, different, again, age and backgrounds. And the goal was for each of them to create an art piece within a month under the topic repairing memories. So it was about using different technique of reparation, inspired by tactile way of repairing. And then people were asked to talk about a specific memory. And to let this whole process start, of course, we did a lot of ice-breaking exercises that many of them had to do with senses, and also with sensorial ping pong. So maybe I talk about something, a specific memory of a specific smell or touch that I remember or I want to talk about, and you need to draw it, or you need to sketch a 3D model of it for me. And then you show it to me, or I need to touch it, and then I have to react on it with another exercise. But sometimes in this ping pong of building on each other, ideas, senses, or like smells or tactile input were introduced as the main thing to build up upon. Maybe not a story, but just I give you a smell, or I give you a yes. So that was, and then of course the final artwork were extremely layered, because there was memories, but there was also all this build up on when you remember something, how do you remember it? There is the visual, but there are also all these other layers. So what they created was also meant for other people to experience what you remembered or about your memory. So they wanted to put in also smell or specific tactile inputs and so on. So yeah.